Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. What I am doing today is I'm going to be playing around with some resin dyes and this product from Amazing Casting Resin. Now, how this differs is that unlike regular resin, which is clear, this takes only 10 minutes to cure and it dries to a solid white. So I'm thinking that it's going to react differently with dyes, and so this is all kind of a little test to see exactly how the dyes affect this. Now these dyes that I am using, which are also from Alumilite, which makes Amazing Casting Resin, they're really powerful dyes. So it really just takes like the tiniest drop in clear resin to give you really dark, vibrant colors like you see here in these two. This is one drop, one tiny little drop into a fluid ounce of resin. So you can see how it affects it here. But like I said before, because this does cure to a solid white color, I'm thinking it's going to tone down the pigments. And what I'm trying to do, because I don't have any pastel dyes, is I'm going to work with this to create pastels. I'm thinking it works just like adding white to a pigment. So I'm going to try to get lavender out of this purple, light blue out of this sapphire blue, and a pink out of the red dye. So if you'll follow along with me, you'll see what my results are. So I'm already wearing gloves, and I highly recommend that you do that whenever you're working with resins. So I'm using these silicone molds that are for shakers, but they allow me to fill only a small amount at the bottom, so I'm going to do that just to test it out because I can still use these later if this actually works. So it comes in two parts. Part A and Part B are both used in equal amounts. I have already poured out A, and I'm about to mix in Part B. So now it's time for the reveal. I had some technical difficulties, so I wasn't able to film every single step I did, but basically I mixed the Amazing Casting Resin with some dyes, and I was trying to get some pastels. As you can see, I was not so successful with the red, and that was just with a single drop of red. So what I ended up having to do was just take, just dip the very tip of this toothpick into the dye and then swirl that around, and it was enough to give me the lavender, the light blue, and the pink. So now I'm going to try to demold. I have to admit they really don't look so great. There's it feels like there's some softness to it. I don't think it really set so well, and it's a little greasy. Not sure what that is about. It could be I may have mixed it wrong, or maybe the wrong ratio of dye. Ew, this is kind of gross. Wrong ratio of dye to resin, but either way, wah wah, total fail. And I'm gonna have to clean these out. There's like a film of ickiness left in the mold, and I mean, you can see here that you're not supposed to get this kind of flexibility. So I mean, I guess even a failed experiment helps me learn something. And this is a little strange because on the red one and this one, they're definitely a little harder on the outer edges than they are in the center, but then the center is really like almost marshmallowy and mushy and super flexible. And it's the same thing on this red, which by the way is not a good color anyway. Oh wow, now this is just disturbing. on the pink, it just feels like jelly and it's not even releasing. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to go about getting this cleaned up, because ew, yeah, I don't think that's what we were going for. And I did, of course, mix up separate, it was a single batch for everything, and then I just separated it out. Oh, this is the same way. Look at that. That is bad. That is no bueno. Oh, wow. And then this one is actually pretty solid. Not as solid as I would like. It's still a little bit, bendy, but it's set a little bit better than the rest of them. So honestly, I'm confused. I'm not really sure what happened here because, like I said, it was all from the same batch. So it disturbs me that it set differently in every single mold. So I guess I'm gonna have to try this again. I'm determined to get this this casting resin to work for me, because I love the fact that you only have to wait 10 minutes. To me, that is such a time saver. And then apparently you can use it with regular clear to part epoxy. You can just kind of layer it. So that's sort of the effect that I'm going to work with. I want to use the solid resin and then do layers of clear with different effects over that. So it looks like it's back to the drawing board. So check back in, and I'll try the next batch. We'll see if that one will work. Thanks. Tune in again.